Hi, welcome to the farm. Today I'm going to share 4 ideas for great DIY Christmas gifts. The first thing I'm going to try is a Christmas extract, kind of like a vanilla extract, but it has Christmas spices in it too. And the base of that is always going to be vodka. When you make extracts, vanilla extract, any kind of extract, usually alcohol, vodka is preferable, is the base. So I have many ingredients here. There's vanilla, cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, and allspice, plus orange peel. Doesn't that sound Christmassy? So I'm going to put all these things together, and then you pour vodka over it, let it sit for like minimum of 2 weeks, ideally 4 to 6 weeks. So let me start getting this stuff all together.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So what do you use an extract for?
Well, the recipe I found this in actually gives a lot of really cool ideas. Different drinks, different cookies, just anything you want that little bit of an extra Christmas flavor to. So I've never done it before, but it sounds amazing.
So it's kind of like a vanilla extract.
It is. It's a vanilla extract with added stuff.
Christmas stuff.
And if you've never made a vanilla extract, it's very easy. It's just vodka and vanilla beans. You let soak. The longer, the better. A friend of mine just gave me some that is amazing. I think she lets hers soak for a year. So first thing I did was just peel some orange slices. And you want to get just the orange part, not the pith. The pith can make it bitter. And as I'm putting this in here, I'm thinking, I hope I can get these back out of here. But what I'll do when it's done soaking, I'm going to strain it, just pour it out and strain all the stuff out, and then put it in other jars. And actually, the recipe says to take the orange slices out after like 6 weeks, because it can start making it cloudy. So I'll probably be straining it without the orange peels in it, let them stay in there, putting everything else back in another jar and letting it go for another couple weeks. So I don't know, the longer you let it go, the better it is. So there's the orange. The allspice is pretty easy. Ding, 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 put them in there. One more. The cloves and the cinnamon. And I used cinnamon chips. We actually have cinnamon chips that we've used for mulled cider. And I figured it'll infuse better than cinnamon sticks. More surface area. So it might be extra cinnamony. But I think that'll be great.
So you said the longer it goes, the better it is?
Yes, it is.
The reminds me of marriage.
Oh, is he trying to butter me up or what? He's always sweet. And then cardamom, which I'm not really familiar with using a lot of cardamom. But it's in there. And cloves. I almost didn't use the 12 because cloves can be strong, but I think it'll be okay in this. So I did use all 12 they call for. And then the vanilla beans. You can actually, when you strain everything else out, you can let the vanilla beans in as long as you want. It'll just keep getting more and more vanilla-y. So, but to do the vanilla beans, I'm going to use a different cutting board because that cutting board would smell like vanilla forever. I'm actually going to cut them in half just so they have a little bit fit in the bottle better. And I'm going to cut them in half lengthwise so the vanilla beans in there can actually get out and flavor the vodka.
So Ruby's being a good girl now, isn't she?
Yes, but she was in the doghouse earlier.
Yeah.
I had a recipe card laying out, and it probably had food smells on it because I'm a pretty messy cook, and she got a hold of the recipe card and chewed it to bits. So you were in the doghouse, but I guess you're getting out of that. Although does this vanilla smell good to you? I wonder if vanilla smells good to a dog. It sure smells good to me.
That's a good plan, Ruby. If you're just quiet and you don't talk and bark a lot right now, that gets you out of the doghouse. I know.
Just sit there and look cute. Give me those puppy dog eyes. Yeah, it works.
For me too, Ruby.
Do you have puppy dog eyes? Oh, I love the smell of vanilla. This is amazing. And I'm actually going to make some more vanilla extract later today too, while I have the vanilla beans out. Now it'll be ready to get out of there by next year this time. Okay, so all the solid ingredients are in there. Now it's just time to pour in 20 fluid ounces of vodka. And vodka is the alcohol that really doesn't have any flavor to it. So it's what they usually use in extracts. You can use other whiskeys, bourbons, things like that, rums. But vodka doesn't give it any alcohol really flavor. It's the spices and herbs. Oh, doesn't quite fit. Almost 20 fluid ounces. And then I'm going to cap that Put that in a dark place, and then once a week, I'll try to get in there and flip it or spin it, or even more than once a week, just to keep things really infusing. But isn't that pretty? Just like this, but it'll get brown. As the vanilla starts to soak into it, it'll get brown like this. This is actually vanilla extract I had going.
So it'll be preserved fine because of the alcohol.
Oh yeah, it'll last forever.
Yeah.
But now if you leave the orange peel in too long, it can get bitter, so I'll be getting that out. And the herbs actually had the allspice, everything except the vanilla should probably come out no later than 6 weeks. So, but I'll probably let the vanilla in after the 6 weeks. So that's number 1 done. The next idea is a Christmas air freshener. It's all natural and it makes your house smell like Christmas. Now there's a couple different optional recipes. One's like Christmas tree, I don't know, I'm doing Christmas kitchen. I want it to smell like Christmas kitchen in here. And this is very drop dead easy. If you've never made this kind of stuff, it's easy. For this one, you use half water, half witch hazel. So I'm going to fill the jar roughly half with water.
Wait a minute. What's witch hazel?
I don't even know what witch hazel is. Something. But the witch hazel and water are mixed together so the oils will stay mixed up. Now when I make these, I still shake them before I spray them just to make sure the oils are all integrated. But let's see, what is witch? It's an astringent. It cleanses, soothes, and treats. But I don't know what it actually is. It's witch hazel. We asked Google about witch hazel, and it is an astringent made from a plant with a really long name, which I'll put below here. And it is an astringent. It keeps the oils from separating from the water, so it keeps it really nice and mixed up. But there are some dangers. You have to be careful not to get it in your eye, and don't drink it. It is for external use only. So, but it's great in using air fresheners. So I have the bottle with roughly half water. I'm going to put more witch hazel to bring it up to about full enough. And then I am going to include the recipe where she gives you all different combinations of oils you can use to give different scents. But the Christmas kitchen is cinnamon, cloves, and orange. I'd say that's Christmas kitchen. So cinnamon, it's like 6 drops of cinnamon. And then how many drops clove? 5 drops of clove and 6 drops of orange. I might put 7 drops of orange. This, I think, would be your own personal preference, how you want it to smell. Now, this has a thing in it. If you've ever used essential oils, it can take a while for it to drip, depending on how loose the oil is. But that's the cloves and orange. Ah, yeah, that's orange. I put 8 drops. And I will shake this all up. Then we're going to spray it, see how it smells.
Do we get to do a review on it?
Yeah, we're going to smell it. Oh! It really does. Come over here and smell this.
I don't smell it over
You
here.
got to come over here and smell this. So he walked over here and got a good whiff of it. What do you think?
It is a beautiful smell. It's warm and inviting. Makes you want to just sit down and curl up and have a cup of tea.
That works. Well, the recipe, I think, is actually called Smells Like Christmas. It does. And these bottles are wonderful. I've used these before, and they just come from Amazon. I'll put a link to this particular one. It's 4 ounce, but there's different sizes too. And the amber is usually used for essential oils. I guess it's better to keep them in a dark bottle. But this is really cool. So I've made an extract to put in food. Made something that smells amazing. The next recipe tastes amazing. The next recipe I'm going to do is spiced Christmas jam. I've actually never made this, but it sounds delicious, so I got to try it. And there's a million recipes out there for Christmas jam. It's almost always cranberries with either strawberries, apples, raspberries, some other fruit, and then the Christmas type spices, cinnamon, cloves, allspice, and turn it into a jam. So this particular recipe, the first thing you do is actually put the cranberries and the strawberries through a food processor. Just pulse it a little bit to get them chopped up a bit. My strawberries won't need much pulsing because they're thawed out from being frozen. So, but I'll still pulse them just a little bit. So first thing I do, pulse these babies. Cranberries are so pretty. I wonder how it works to do a string of cranberries on the Christmas tree. Do they stay fresh? How do you do that? We used to have fake wooden ones, but what are we like with real ones? Might be something I have to try. Okay, we'll give these a few pulses. And then they go in the pan. There's one I missed. Lost him. Oh, it helps if you turn it on. That's good. Most of them are chopped up. So they go in the pan. And we will pulse the strawberries. Now the strawberries.
And those are your strawberries, right?
Those are our strawberries. During the season, whatever we don't sell or whatever we don't eat, we just stick in the freezer. And then I turn them into something later when I have time. Just like the tomatoes. So, it smells like spring. Strawberries are delicious. I'm just going to mush a little bit and give it one more little pulse. Since they're already mush, it's not going to need much. I'd say that's enough. And they go in the pot with the cranberries. After the cranberries and strawberries in the pot, you get them to a simmer and simmer them for 5 minutes. Then we start adding the Christmassy ingredients. So nice. It's going to smell really good. Cranberries and strawberries have been simmering for 5 minutes. It's time to add the fun stuff. And I will start with the pectin, the spices, which is cinnamon, cloves, and allspice, orange zest, which makes everything just amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, if you could smell this. Oh, and vanilla. So get that all evenly stirred in, and then you start slowly adding the sugar. It's not a low sugar jam. But it's Christmas jam, so you have it Christmas morning. A little bit of sugar is not bad, right? Okay, so all those ingredients are mixed, and I'll start slowly pouring in the sugar and stirring. Put it in a little bit at a time. That's definitely a lot of sugar.
This is going to be sweeter than the cranberry stuff you just made.
Yes, yeah,
Almost
it will be.
no
This is a
sugar.
plus the strawberries make it sweet, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a very sweet, spicy jam. Now this, I will just stir and cook till it's a rolling boil. Try to get it to 220 degrees, which I always have trouble with, and then see if it's going to set. Get it canned up.
Let's see what it looks like.
It's a pretty quick jam.
Ooh, that does look nice.
And it smells, oh man, I mean, I always say that you wish you could smell this stuff. I really wish you could smell this. This is heavenly. I think the jam's almost there. I'm going to do the plate test. Now, if you aren't familiar with the plate test, I have a frozen plate. It's been in the freezer for a while. Put a little bit of jam on it, put it in the freezer for 1 minute, take it out and see how it looks. It kind of shows you what it's going to be like when the jam actually sets up and cools off. So I'll put a little bit on, stick it back in the freezer.
Hey, noticed all those paper towels right up against your pot and around the burner. That's something you can't do with anything else other than an induction.
Yeah, but you can do it with an induction. And it helps because you see all the splatters on this thing. This jam is a very splattery jam. So it keeps me from having so much stove cleanup. And if you happen to get that jam on an induction stove and then it gets cooked on, like under the pan, I guess it can actually damage the surface of the stove. So paper
Well, it's like
towels
any
are wonderful.
glass top stove that way. That
I mean, it's hard to get off, but my one person said it actually pitted her glass.
Oh, really?
So I'm extra careful. As soon as I get done with the jam, I'll be scrubbing the stove top. So it's been in the freezer for a minute. First, you want to see if it just runs. If it just runs right down, it's not set. 2, when you run your finger through it, you want to see if it wrinkles up on the top. We have some wrinkling. And if you run your finger the whole way through, does it stay apart or does it run back together? I'd say it's staying apart, so this jam's ready to jar up.
feel like this is a festive event. I'm underdressed, you know.
It's just a taste test.
Yeah, well, I was outside this morning. We had a wicked frost last night.
It's cold. It's very,
So this is
very cold.
kind of what I'm wearing outside. So it's a beautiful day.
It is. It's pretty out. It's a nice fall, crisp, cold day.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Do you, today on the review, do you want me to just give an abbreviated or should I do the full flavor profile?
You can go the full flavor Don Wardenberg profile. Somehow he goes a little crazy on the taste test, but hey, it makes it interesting, right? So go ahead and put that on there. Let's get ready to taste our
So how many times have
Christmas
you
jam.
razzed me about that with the full flavor profile?
I forget which recipe it was. He said, well, it changed the flavor profile. Okay. He's a wine taster at heart, I guess.
I don't know. Well, I just like to be detailed on it. So I tell you, I love this woman dearly, and we have learned what keeps us fresh and enjoying each other so much is we like to laugh together.
Yes, we do.
And we laugh at some of the silly things that we do, especially as you get older. It helps to laugh a little. So, okay, I'm going to give the full flavor profile.
Okay, well, get it spread out there and let's get the full flavor profile.
All right.
The flavor profile should just be Christmas.
Or I like it.
Yeah.
I have to get enough.
You got to give us the honest one, I guess.
I will. That's just who I am.
I know.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cheers. Christmas.
Yeah.
It does make you think Christmas. The strawberries and the cranberries together are amazing. I wonder what it would take like with cranberries and apples. Next time I make it, maybe I'll make it with apples, but this is amazing.
It's very special.
Yeah, it is.
It is. So the full flavor profile is surprisingly, you get this warm spice up front.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of awakens your Christmas spirit. And then you get just a little bit of sweetness that hits, and then you start to taste the strawberry, but something is different. And I'm confused for a second because it's not as sweet. It doesn't have the full strawberry. The mix in there with the cranberry makes the strawberry taste different. It's not as sweet, but it's an amazing flavor.
It's an amazing combination.
And then,
There's
after
more.
all that goes, then at the end you taste this beautiful Christmas spice again. So you get it in the beginning and at the end.
Okay.
So there you go.
I just tasted Christmas. I'm much simpler. But I definitely will make this again.
I challenge you to try it and tell me if I'm wrong with the way the flavors come in and out.
Different layers.
The layers, yeah.
And if you see, I did can this in the small, they aren't half pint, half pint, whatever that is, jars to give away as gift because it is perfect for Christmas morning.
Yeah.
It is a sweeter jam, but for Christmas morning, I think it would be a really nice touch.
It is, and it's great to have the Christmas. I wouldn't want to have it all year long. I would want to keep it for the specialness of Christmas time.
That's the name, Christmas jam. So I say thumbs up.
Absolutely, thumbs up.
Well, the next thing I'm going to do is an arts and craft project. I have lots of mason jars around that I can't use for canning because the top isn't quite smooth. I'm going to turn them into snowy Christmas luminaries. Sound like a good idea? And this is really simple. Might be messy, but it's simple. I mixed bath salts, Epsom salts, in with glitter. I mean, the grandkids would definitely agree. Glitter makes everything better. So I have that already. Now all I have to do is get a thin coat of glue all over this jar. This being the messy part. But what a great way to use up old mason jars. And you want a real thin coat. You don't want it to run. So just get a real thin coat of glue all over the jar.
So that's one of those single-use, cheap paintbrushes.
Yeah.
That when we're done here, we just throw it away.
A foam brush would probably be better, but we couldn't find any. So this will work. It's all painted with glue. Now it's just a matter of rolling it and patting it in the salts and the glitter. just try to get it all covered, and then I'll be shaking off the extra. And the hard part might be getting it around the top of the jar. You have to actually pick it up and put it on. Oh, it's looking pretty already. Well, these are gonna be cool, you know.
Yeah.
Grandkids could actually help with these, except for maybe breaking the jars. You could probably do it with plastic jars. I'm actually going to use battery-powered votives, little luminary things. So you probably could do it with plastic things if you're not using a real candle. Okay. So I'm going to tap off some of the extra. Then you let that sit for 24 hours to dry. A little more around here at the top.
So how many are you going to do?
I'll do as many as I have bath salts for, 2 or 3.
All right, so we pick it up tomorrow then, right?
Yep. I'll get them all glued and glittered. We'll pick up there tomorrow. This part of the project we'll do together. So he sprays, I turn.
Okay, we'll let it do an initial dry out here and then we'll bring it inside. You ready? Okay.
I'm the turner. The Vanna White of Luminaries, right?
That works.
Okay, I have my cookie tray down here to take them back in. Let's do the big one.
There you go.
This is what hopefully keeps it from all flaking off. We'll find out. But I think this is going to be really cool. I can't wait till dark tonight to light them. See how they look.
I think it's going to be fantastic. I feel pretty confident in that. I just hope this makes it stick better.
Yeah, we'll find out. If not, we can always probably do another coat.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll let them sit out here for about 5 minutes. I'm going to take them inside, let them dry the rest of the way. So we got the luminaries all done.
They look terrific.
We did have to put a second coat of poly spray on it. And then we just wrapped some twine and some greens. And Donnie actually did this one. I think he did a good job.
And the greens we got from our own farmhouse yard.
Yeah, we have them right out in the yard. Just any kind of pine, hollies, any kind of greens would look pretty. So they turned out great. I think this is going to be amazing. We won't know how good it is for like another 4 to 6 weeks. But I think it's going to be great. And then there's the spray.
Yeah, like, uh-oh.
Put us in the mood for Christmas.
Yeah, that is good. And we know that the Christmas jam is amazing. So,
What's your favorite?
I was just going to ask you that. My favorite is the luminaries because I'm visual, and you turn the lights down, you get the flicker, and the other it's an amazing feeling. To me, that sets up the holiday Christmas spirit.
And see, believe it or not, I think for me, I think it's the spray. I just love good smelling things. So I might do a couple other ones and have different sprays for different moods.
Yeah.
So overall, I like them all.
Yeah. And the neat thing about it is that they were all pretty easy to make.
Yeah.
And we didn't spend a lot of money at all on them. So it's something you can do at home without spending a lot.
Yeah, great gift ideas.
And people love to receive good homemade gifts because it's really personal. It means a lot.
So we have another video coming up next week. Me doing DIY stuff got Donnie in the mood to do some DIY decorations in his wood shop.
Yeah, so we've got some new wood shop tools, and we went out in the barn, got some wood. I haven't finished them yet, so I'm not 100% confident how they're going to come out. But
I think they're going to come out perfect. So you have to come back next week and see those. But thanks for joining us for the DIY Christmas gifts, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye-bye.